Today I'm going to present a few builds that I really enjoyed playing when I played them, and now they are much more viable than before. And as a first disclaimer, all of them are probably going to suffer from mana problems. So maybe the solutions that I have in the builds are not enough. Maybe they are overkill, who knows. For a second disclaimer, I use builds, my PoBs are with actual items that are acquired in hardcore leagues. Of course you can go over and make crazy items like crazy weapons and such, and like have so much more resistance, so much more life pools, so much more damage. But these are the items that I acquired during the leagues. I'm not one of the best players in the world, but I'm pretty decent. So I have some decent gear here that can base the builds. And you can see here that it's like at 1.7, like 1.8, this is still pretty decent DPS for the Tectonic Slam, for example. So the first one is the Tectonic Slam. The Tectonic Slam that converts parts of the physical damage into fire damage. 60% of physical damage converted to fire damage. We need the overexert, we still don't have, so I highlighted it here. But this setup should be fine, and it should inflict a great amount of damage. I'm not focusing on Ignite. Ignite is just a tiny part of the damage, but it's actually part of the damage. Can't just ignore it. We use Molten Shell, cast when damage taken. You can have the other setup that makes it like pro class. Blood and Sand, Herald of Ash. Intimidating Cry and Simply Cry, we still have to decide which setups we are going to make for the most efficiency, if we are going to urgent orders or just leave it alone. Herald of Purity, Blood Rage, Summons Killer Bots. Those are the buffs. We have the Infernal Cry as a special type of cry that has a type of attack, and it will inflict combustion on enemies, which is our 7th link. The 8th link is in the Chieftain itself with Tukohama War's Herald. We're going to be experimenting with Hinekora Dev's Fury. Looks insane, especially when you have it's 5% chance to explode, right? Of course, but bosses should kill other bosses, and I want to see if 5 is too little. Looks to be too little, but nevertheless 500% is a lot of damage. We have here also the two very defensive ones, and it hurts me not to use this one here because this one here is so powerful, but you also need to rearrange the whole tree. And the way that I have my tree, I don't have it much. I don't have it like much. We have the axe here, yeah, for sure. But then that's it. That's what we have. The rest is just like so not going to be making this ideal. So this is for another tree. But the fire resistance and the like unaffected by ignites and the maximum fire resistance makes for a beautiful and juicy 83% maximum resistance all over the board, and that's insane. May be able to fit some determination here later on, but I'm going to have to juggle a lot in this and probably lose some damage as well. But yeah, this all for the Tectonic Slam. Another build that I've been having fun for many leagues now is the Lacerate Gladiator. This beautiful thing now. We are going to experiment with water attrition now for killing bosses, especially difficult ones. Weapon Mastery will probably be just good for low life. Remembering that low life is now 50% or less, so this here is a lot of damage. And since our damage is over time, it's going to be less spiky and it's going to be more effective. It's going to pass the threshold instead of with a spike, actually with the damage over time. So looks to be more, I don't know, more ticks on the server. I'm going to be using still the Bloody Enemy Zuki Explode. This is amazing. And we are going to have Determined Survivor, which made me lose 1 mastery of the shield and still have the capped blocks with Versatile Combatant. That is now super crazy. Wow. 65, my dreams, holy shit. So everything here is around bleeding. There's a lot of defenses, pretty decent defensive. You have the Fortify, you have the life pool. You have, this is a crazy body armor that I got, like insane. This Necropolis, don't even ask. But yeah, as you have the maximum life, there are no life modifiers. You keep body armor. all of it, like all of the things are here for bleed, and the damage of this build effectively is 2.5 million DPS on dot, almost alone. So this is pretty decent. This will take you to the end game, and like I said before, all of the items here were acquired in league, in hardcore league, and these items were mine when I died. So yep, it's pretty cool. That's very, very fun to play, and it's pretty fast and everything is so pleasant, pretty tanky. Lacerate Gladiator. So this beautiful thing here is Ice Crash. I had to manufacture some items here because this build is very old. It's been some time that I don't play with it. I had a lot of fun playing with this. The Ice Crash is just pleasant to use, man. This one I make it as a Juggernaut. It's very similar to the Tectonic Slam, but I go over here, I pick some passives up here. I go over here, get the Cold Mastery, get some more mana sustain here because it's bananas. And yep, pretty similar. I make a setup here with Infernal Cry, because Infernal Cry uses Combust, and Combust it's an attack when you exert the attack to apply Bone Chill in the enemies, right? Why not? Hypothermia and Ice Bites with Bone Chill, so we'll see how effective this is in practice because the debuff on the enemy, but we'll see. Maybe I'm just bad at theory crafting. So we have the cries here, the war cries, and this node here like guarantees that you're going to be able to shout as much as possible to sustain those endurance charges and sustain. I mean, I don't even think that entering cries was going to be like that worth it, but you go for Seismic Cry, Intimidating Cry, and of course Infernal Cry, and that together with this node here, 15% increase in damage for each time you've war cried recently, and the overexert that is still not implemented in PoE as of making this video, so it seems it's going to be good and more than 1 million.2. But we'll see how the PoE goes. So try the Ice Crash. I think this is going to be actually my league starter because I miss Ice Crash and it's so pleasant to use. All of them are nice, but this one I miss a lot. So this is my favorite build of all the builds that I play. This was the first build that I ever made myself, like I theory crafted this from scratch, and it ends up that many builds use the same thing, right? So let's not go there for this drama. I'm just a minor creator. I'm so proud of 2.8 million damage here. Like, you could go more for sure. But this is... I'm very happy here. And this is tanky. This is fast. To be clear, I'm going to be linking all the videos of the builds when they were made, in the leagues that they were made, the old videos down here in the description, so you watch them by your own discretion. They're kind of outdated, obviously. This one here is 3.25 now, right? Heavy Strike. But I just updated this one here, the Heavy Strike 3.18, that had different things. So you check there, because there are some theory crafts there that it's going to help you definitely. For example, this one here uses it's the most expensive because I use a second axe that does need to be 6 linked and does need to be very good, but it's for clear speed, and the clear speed uses the Ancestor Call and Melee Splash. When things are hit by both Ancestor Call and Melee Splash, everything will explode. Even in a 5 link, even with less damage than your main weapon. And if you put a rare in the middle of it, being hit by 3 attacks, that's so much damage, man. So I barely, when I play this build, and normally I have some money to play this build, some currency, I barely switch. At the bosses, if the bosses have ads, I don't even switch, because the boss is going to die in the middle of the ads there. But normally I switch and it's just insane amount of damage. In this case here, this was Crucible League. I still have the Crucible weapon here. I failed, as you can see, there's nothing here. I was still trying to work on this weapon as I died. All of these characters here are dead, and all of the items here I acquired during Crucible League, and this is so cool that the builds work They work in hardcore, man. So go there, go have fun. I'm going to be having fun together with you there. And I'm going to be updating the POBs of every single build here. So if you click this video later, you might find the POB already corrected. Settlers of Kalgor by Friday. Go execute one of my builds. You're going to be very happy by doing so. See you then. Bye.